Anyways, it's 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, and it's 5 lights. And off we go for round 4 of the VRL Tier 1 Championship. Everybody seems to have gotten a good start. There's a McLaren who's got an excellent start, getting past 2 people at the back there. As Togan Alban, they're going to go full wide. It looks as if they're going to go full wide down here. But not, they're just stacked up in grids. Koskinen has to back out. They're going to go 3 wide. They almost touched there. They do touch. There's a very small touch there between Ludwig Beresford and Koskinen. As the and that's Ludwig Beresford getting a lot of oversteer, getting onto that grass and losing 3 or 4 positions there. Armin Slom is trying to capitalize from that. As Ludwig Beresford goes for a very late move on Samson Abdami, who has to move away from Togan Alban. As Stan now capitalizes on Armin Slom having to move. And he gets past him as Armin goes off the track. But he's not giving up. Schlemmer is trying really hard to get past Stan now. As there is also a very small gap now between Axel Korstrom and Pans. And at some point, Pans going past Axel Korstrom. And Axel's going to try to go around the outside. Defend his position, to defend his position. But Pans stays to the inside and pushes him out. Defending his position well. Tom Gitsberts and Ito Koskinen trying the same thing. But Tom Gitsberts and Ito are doing it in turn 15, I believe this is. 13, yes, 15. And now Ito's about to go for a move on Gitsberts. He was in the slipstream, he pulled out, but now he doesn't have a slipstream, and there's a McLaren that's Togan now, but he's trying to go down the inside of Tom as Ito looked for a chance. But then out of nowhere, Toga came. And no, Toga and Ito are now fighting. And it seems as though Toga might come out on top, and they're going to try to go. It looks as if they're trying to go 3 wide here. Samson Abdami, Ito Koskinen, and Toga now, but now 3 wide going down in turn 4. So close here. And there's also a Williams involved. That's Ludwig Beresford, and there is some contact between Toga and Koskinen, but I'm not sure if it was big enough to cause a front wing damage. And that Samsar going to try to go down the inside on Stan Goretzky. Stan's fighting back. Samsar has to go off track. And no, they touch. That was very close. Oh no, that's Stan Goretzky. That's Stan. Gone. He got oversteer, it seemed like, and just hit Samsar. And that's his sprint completely gone. Now, getting very close to Ludwig Beresford as DRS has been enabled. He's gonna go down it into the down to the inside on the straight, easy. Webby's now going past Ludwig Beresford, and that's Ludwig. That's Ludwig. That's Beresford just spinning there. What's happened there? There must have been some sort of contact because you don't usually spin on the exit of that corner. And the speed difference, we just saw Pans overtake Jack Braston. Jack Braston not having DRS on this lap, but he will have it. He won't have it actually. Pans will still have DRS. And now Stan also gets a 2-second time penalty. And at this point, Jack Braston's just a sit and duck. He doesn't have DRS. It's free drives. Stan now retires from the session. He's gone straight on at turn 12. Axel Korstrom gonna try to go down the inside on Jack Braston, his teammate. He makes the move, but Jack Braston really isn't happy at this point. He's lost 2 positions. He's lost 1 position. Yeah, and Lawrence Shelvish wins the sprint race. And Jack Braston actually stays the position he started in. P3 due to penalties. Axel Korstrom comes home P6, even though he finished P2 on track. Pans goes P2. So the final finishing order for the sprint and the starting grid for the main race. Lawrence Shelvish starting on pole position. Pans starting alongside him on the front row. Then we've got Jack Braston, and who'll be P4. I didn't catch that. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and we're now racing as all the lights have gone out. As the game just glitched and showed me all the lights going out. Now Samson Abdami gets a good start. He's up into P8 already. Webby gets a better start over Stan. Lawrence Shelf still in the lead. They're going to go 3 wide, 4 wide actually. were thinking about going full wide. They were 3 wide at, just before the braking zone. Pans is trying to get back at Lawrence Shelvish. Here's the predicted pit stop strategy. It looks as if it's going to be a 2-stop for all these soft compound runners. But obviously, nobody's gone on the softs. They're all on mediums. Excavaris is going to try to go round the outside of Cameron Wynn. Doesn't work out as they nudge, and there might be some damage to that Alpine car. That's an excellent switch back there from Axel, as Axel's now up into P4. Oh! What was that? Axel Caution and Alexi Cavera side by side into the corner, and then he just got pushed right into the wall. So now we see Ito Costin going around the outside of Tom Gibbs, but here we see the exterior point of view. As Ludwig Beresford breaks throughout there, he must have some damage to his front wing. As Togan Alban gets a 3-second time penalty. That was extremely close there from Ludwig Beresford. It seems as though he just lifted on the straight. He has no straight line speed as he stays to the outside. Itu Costin and Ludwig fighting very, very hard. As that's Simon Casera trying to go for a very, very opportunistic move there. As Lawrence Shelvish sets the fast lap, 1:18.562. Simon Casera almost taking himself out and 2 other people as DRS has now been enabled. Anyways, Armin Schlomer's going past Simon Casera down in turn 1. They're still side by side, and Armin takes that position away from Simon Casera. As now Cameron Wynn's approaching Jack Braston. Now he's going to go down the inside, brakes very late, but Jack Braston brakes later, and he stays on the outside and keeps that position. And now Cameron Wynn's going to go down the inside. He's on the soft compound tyres. He's on much fresher and quicker tyres, but they will wear out quicker. Oh, and Pans is going past Lawrence Shelvish up into down into turn 4. Lawrence Shelvish, and that's Pans! That's Pans! He's spun! That's Pans! He's gone to the throttle too early, and he's just lost it. Okay, that's almost worked out with him. Cameron Wynn doesn't have DRS though, as Jack Braston's now approaching really quickly. He's got to go down the inside on Cameron Wynn. Very close to 2 drivers. Some excellent racing. This is what we want to see in real life. But obviously, you know, it's real life. And they're gonna go 3 wide down in that corner. It's a Red Bull. The Mercedes is stuck in a Red Bull sandwich, and Cameron Wynn comes out the worst of it all. For cutting the corner and gaining a position. Oh, that's Cameron Wynn. How he didn't DNF from that is from Cameron Wynn and Armin Schlomer. They're gonna try go side. Armin Schlomer tries to stay ahead, but no. Cameron Wynn breaks much later. Oh! And that could have ended very not nicely. Armin Schlomer breaks very early there. And again, what? He just cuts across him. Completely cuts across Cameron. That's Schlomer now, after having that small incident of theirs. He's using his ERS. He's in the slipstream. He's going to go to the inside and cruise past on the straight. Cameron Wynn now up into P12. Pan's now up into P9. He's going to try to go for a move on Simon Casera. Is he going to do it? He's just a bit too far, but actually he might get it as Simon Casera gets a very slow entry. He's on the outside now, switches to the inside, and he's got the move done just about. He's going to have the DRS, unlike Simon. Simon will have the DRS, just not a slipstream. Pans going past Ludwig Beresford at some point, as Armin Schlomer's going past Cameron Wynn, and it happens again. He's extremely close to Cameron Wynn. Don't know why I emphasize extremely like that. But let's just carry on. If he gets a good exit, he'll get Cameron Wynn here. He doesn't get the best of exits, but he gets a better exit than Cameron Wynn. He's got his ERS. He's going to get the DRS now. And he gets the move done. For P12. There's a lot of battles going on. Alex Cavero's very close now to Jack Braston. If he gets a very good XL here, he might take Jack. But actually, as I say, that Axel Korstrom's gonna is very close to Lawrence Shelves. Actually, 2 attempts separate them. He will have DRS here, so Lawrence Shelves really better start going onto the defensive now. And Axel Korstrom overtakes Lawrence Shelves on lap 24. So we've got 12 laps left to go for Lawrence Shelves to fight back. Jack Braston's going to go to the outside of Pans, and he makes the move done before the corner. And Pans goes off track and almost pushes his teammate into the wall. That was very, very close there between the two Alpines. Alex Cavero gets past Pans down into turn 1. Oh! And the two Alpine teammates collide! And that's Alexi Cavero! Spun out by his teammate Pans! As Armin Schlomer gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, and that's Armin Schlomer stopped on track. What's going on there? He's just lost then, cuts across the red part of the track. What's Armin doing? Nathan, we're going to need some FIA perspective on this. 10 seconds back. Pans also gets past Ludwig Beresford as well. He sets the fastest sector 1. So he's on another fastest lap attempt. Pans may actually try to get into the low 115s or even high 114s as Ludwig Beresford and Simon Xera are going to go side by side on the straight. We're going side by side on straight. Simon Xera didn't have DRS, so Ludwig gets past him very easily. Ludwig Beresford gets past him very easily. Let's watch what's going to happen here. It's 5 tenths the gap as they round off the final corner. What's it going to be? Axel Korstrom goes to the inside defensive already. He knows he's run out of ERS. He knows Lawrence Shelves is closing in on him. Lawrence Shelves going to go to the outside. Breezes past on the final lap of the race. Lawrence Shelves takes the lead into turn 1, but it's not over yet. He's still got 2 DRS zones to go through. And he's still got 2 sectors to navigate. And Lawrence Shelves will now round off the final corner to win the Mexican Grand Prix here in VRL. Tier 1. Axel Korstrom comes home P2. Jack Braston will be coming over the line in P3 soon. Cameron Wynn comes home P12 after being lapped. Jack Braston now going through the stadium section. Fireworks going off everywhere. Flags being waved. Jack Braston now rounding off the final corner. He secures the 2, 3, 4 Red Bull Sprint driver of the day during the race. And here is our podium. Not exactly the same. 2/3 the same. That makes sense. Lawrence Shelves on top, the Dutchman. P2, we've got the Swede. IKEA man himself. Axel Korstrom. And then finally, P3, thirdly, since he's not last, but he's lost. Yeah. Last we've got Jack Braston, the Brit, from somewhere in England. Don't know where. Anyways, here is our winner, Lawrence Shelves on the left-hand side. Very dominant race from him. Well, that's what the timesheet says, but obviously we saw that he did that excellent move at the end of the race. Timesheets say 9.850 second gap. But that's obviously because Axel had 12 seconds of penalties. Lawrence had 3, so that cancels itself out. Then we've got Jack Braston, like I said, Alexi Cavero, Ito Costin, Pans, Simon Xera, Sam Zaldami, Tom Gitzberts, Ludwig Beresford, Togan Alban, Cameron Wynn, and the non-finishers are Armin Schlomer, Webb Easton, and Stan Gretzky with the Pakistan flag. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of your night.